Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And
Woo!
today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Season 9, the final episode, because really there's not much to talk about in the episode before, of All Stars 9. But before we get into it, just want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We have a goal of 1,000 subscribers, and we would love to reach there as soon as possible. So to be able to make that dream come true, we just need you to hit that little red button and go ahead and hit the bell notification as well so you do not miss whenever we post a video. So, what did we think of the ending of All Stars 9?
Um, you know what? I liked it. It was
Mm-hmm.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the person who won deserved it.
Oh yeah, big congratulations to Miss Ingeria Paris Van Michaels, our newest
First
inductee
queen I
into
saw at
the Hall
DragCon.
of Fame. Woo woo woo!
Woo!
I was
If
so
only I
happy.
had known then what I know now.
I was so happy for Angie. I was like, she deserves it. She really do.
She really did.
But for me, I felt like episode 11 was a waste of time. Like I said before we started, it could have been an email.
It was
Um,
a filler episode.
And what gets me is because we're going to talk about it here in a minute, but the mini challenge was for them to put crew members in drag. Why not
Right.
just make it an
A
actual
challenge.
challenge? They make over the crew. We can have two makeovers in one season. That's fine. If y'all are
Mm,
really that much out of things to do,
right.
and I really think this is an effect of what you
The
call
writer
it, the
strike.
writer strike from last year. So they had to just really be like, okay, we're really just going to do a filler episode. Honestly, I would have been more content with them doing like a half-ass like reunion type thing, where they're
Yeah.
all up on the stage and they get to talk about the highs, the lows. I'd rather have seen that than what we got this episode.
Mm, I mean, the interviews were cute,
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. I feel that heavy. I feel that real heavily. I don't know. But
Mm.
yes, what did we think of All Stars 9 overall as a season?
It was really good season. It didn't mind so much nobody went home. Usually when we have seasons like that, we're real like what's the word I'm looking for? Anxious
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like bored and disinterested like most of the way through because we're like, okay, nobody's gone home. So like I'm pretty bored right now. And although I do believe like having going to DragCon and meeting a lot of those queens kind of like puts it in perspective because then you're looking at them and then you're looking at them on TV and you're like, oh, okay, you know. Um, and this was my first time meeting a lot of them. And yeah, I actually like this season a lot.
For me, I enjoyed the season. I don't know, it didn't seem like everyone was giving their best at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And it just like overall I will say it was a good season. I
Right.
will say it was better than All Stars 8.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish there was still some sort of elimination process.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because there were times where you could literally tell the queens were just like, "Oh, I'm not going home, so I'm just gonna like." There's no urgency to do well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that fear of going home can possibly make you do something completely
Spectacular.
magnificent that you've never done before, but you only
Mm-hmm.
had it because you were afraid you were going to go home.
Right.
So I feel the oh my god, I gotta do good. I gotta do good. Like there were several challenges where like half of the queens were just kind of there. I can't go.
Right.
So I hope they don't do another non-elimination season unless they decide to do another all-winner season.
Right.
Um, yeah, me personally, I thought this was cute. There were moments where it was kind of dragging for me, episode-wise, but like the challenges were always good.
Right.
The challenges and the runway was good, but the rest of the episode, I'm like, okay, can we
get to the episode?
Can we push forward? What's the point of all this other stuff? You know what I'm saying?
There was a lot of exposition.
Yeah, and typically I enjoy that, but when you have the same 8 queens over, 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 it's just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, overall good season, better than season 8. But yeah, with the rumors of what All Stars 10 is, let's just hope, hopefully that goes fantastically, and that could be the new format going forward, because I could get jiggy with that, me personally. So let's go ahead and get into these episodes. We're going to start off with 11. They come into the workroom after the Lollapalooza. They come in, they're all excited because it's their final week. There's a pink furry box on the table. Inside are prompts for each one of them to do. If they do it, they get $1,500 for their charity. They all do it, they all get the money for their charity.
Of course.
I'm so happy Plastique finally got some money for her charity. 4 wins and not $1. So I'm glad at least they got $1,500 here, okay?
Right.
Like just a few coins. Like, come on. So after they do that, the room mail comes through. RuPaul enters and announces this week's mini challenge. They will be making over members of the crew. And like I said earlier, because this episode was filler and not much happened, they really could have done this as the maxi challenge for the week. I was very confused. Why are you giving these queens 30 minutes when you can give them like the whole day to do it?
Right.
But hey, it is what it is. They got paired up, randomly.
Well, he said they drew names.
RuPaul sat down and be like, okay, I want you with you, you with you, you with you, you with you. Let's go. And it's Ru's show. She can do that.
First.
So they go through, they got 30 minutes to get their people in drag. Afterwards, here is Got Moss and all of our other ones because I didn't get the names for everyone. But overall, for them to only have 30 minutes, they really did a good job. Really did a good job with some of these. It was fun. Like I said, wish it was a maxi, wish they had more time. But hey, it is what it is. RuPaul announces that everyone's the winner of the mini challenge.
Yay.
When, to be honest with you, I thought Nina was going to win it. Because Nina really turned her out. In 30 minutes. I was like, oh. I wasn't expecting that from Nina. So RuPaul announces that this week's Maxi Challenge is the Pay It Forward variety show, honey. But before we get to that variety show, the queens had to sit down for their tic-tac lunch with Mama Ru. Typical, sit down one-on-one. Honestly, I'm shocked Michelle wasn't there.
Yeah, me too. She might have been in Australia.
No. What I'm thinking happened, RuPaul was shooting this while Michelle was in the workroom with VP Kamala. Because if you notice, Ru's missing from that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking while Ru was doing this, they were doing the stuff with the VP.
Right.
We're like, we got to maximize our time here. So y'all do this, I'll do this. Because usually Michelle's right there. But yeah. So they go back to the workroom after their rehearsals, and they get another room meal. But this time it's T.S. Madison announcing the Double Diamond Twist. So basically, the queens will vote, and whoever has the most votes, that queen's beautiful benefactress badges will be doubled.
Yes.
So after that was explained, it was time for them to vote lipstick lipstick. My brain.
Style.
Style. Thank you. My God. I didn't think we were going to see any lipsticks this season. So it was nice to see him. I'm like, ooh, yes. Couldn't have been me. I would have walked up like, who am I going to send home? Oh, sorry. We're not doing that this season. But yes, if it was you, who would you have voted for to get the double diamond and why?
I mean, obviously you can't vote for yourself. I probably would have did it the way they did it and voted for the person with the least amount of badges. Just saying.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I would have went for the person or people who had the lowest amount of badges, who I think would not win the talent show.
Right.
Because I'm like, what if, like in Nina's case, she had 2. She won say if she would have won the talent show, that would have took her to 5.
Right. And
then she would have got that double, that would have took her to 10.
Right.
So you just bumped her right into the top 3. So you need to vote for someone with low badges that you also don't think is going to win the talent show.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I would have also voted for Nina. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Even though she did a really good job in that talent show. But I would have been like, Nina.
Was cute.
Nina. Mm-hmm. You know.
Right.
Because it made sense when they were talking about it. Yeah, either vote for the front runner because they're already going to be there. So.
Right.
Or vote for someone with the lowest amount of badges. Don't vote for someone in the middle because it could really mess with things up. Shake things up, honey. But yeah, I probably would have voted for Nina or got Mick. Probably Nina. I would have felt charitable and be like, you know what, it's for charity. Let me vote for Nina.
I'll be charitable.
Nina, put another thing in. But yes. But before, because we're going into the next episode now, at the very beginning, we have an extra special message from our current vice president and hopefully future president, Kamala Harris.
Look, and she got everybody endorsing her.
Baby.
Everybody.
Like, I haven't been, like, hopeful for a president election like this since, like, Obama. Like, I know hope was his thing, but, like, we might need to bring it back for Kamala. Because I was not hopeful when it was Trump and Hillary. I was not hopeful when it was Trump and Biden. I wasn't hopeful when it was Trump and Biden just a few months ago.
Just a few days ago.
But now Kamala? Okay.
Look, because I'm sitting here like, now, where is my voter registration card at?
I'm making sure everything. I make sure everything is lined up and ready to go. I'm gonna vote early because my job will let you leave to go vote. So like me and a couple coworkers, we've already talked, and we're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're all gonna leave at the same time. We're all gonna vote for the same person.
Because I remember I came in late for Trump and Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
I went early in the day. I went early before work and voted and came in late.
Yeah, me and my mother went together. We did it early. I think it was like day before. I want to say. I want to say it was day before when it was Trump and Hillary. But yeah, so VP Kamala Harris, hopefully future President Kamala Harris, was stepped into the workroom to remind everyone to vote. And this is why I brought up earlier. I feel like this is why Michelle wasn't there, because she was here with our VP. We also have Lance Bass. Why can't I remember this baby's name? Cheyenne. My God. Leslie Jones. And then, of course, our resident choreographer, Jamal Sims. I was shocked about Lance. I'm like, Lance, why are you here? Like the others, they've been on Drag Race several times. I don't think Lance has ever been on Drag Race.
I think maybe when they filmed this at the time, he was a little relevant because of the Trolls movie.
I understand that, but my thing is the 3 people behind him have all come and go. We've seen them several times on Drag Race. They're like family to the show. Lance ain't been here. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember Lance being a special guest judge. I really don't. So it's nice to see you, but it's kind of like that meme. Ariana, what are you doing here? It's good to see you, though. It's good to see you. And for all of you who are not registered to vote, please go to vote.gov.
Yes.
Now, if you live in Texas, you have to mail it in, okay? So get on there, print it out, get it mailed off to whoever your county is. And it takes, I believe, because I was helping somebody here recently, I think they said it took a little bit over 30 days to get it done and back to them and all this other stuff. So if you're in Texas, go ahead, go to this website, print it out, go ahead and get that shipped off, okay? Let's get that together, okay? But yes, please, we need everyone to vote this time. And one more time for the VP, Kamala Harris. All right, so we're going to go straight to our Pay It Forward Variety Extravaganza for the finale, for the final time this season. Honestly, I almost said for the final time this year, but no, we got Global All-Stars. After that, that'll be the last time we see Ru on TV. No, we got UK. So never mind, we're going to keep seeing Ru. But what do we think of Ru's look here for the finale of All Stars 9?
I was like, okay, come on, sell it on.
Wearing Michelle's favorite color. Because this is the type of green she hates.
I know. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking about that, and I said, I want Michelle to say something so bad. Just so bad. I want her to say something.
Just a little back and forth, like they do. But no.
Just a little. I just wanted her to be like, love that color, Ru. And
something.
Her teeth.
Just a little something.
And then Ru could holler back and be like, I know it's your favorite.
RuPaul's laugh. But what is your score for this look, honey?
Oh, this is an A+ for me.
This is an A for me. Like, this is really good. I wish there was like a cute little necklace. Just, something right here. But other
does Ru ever wear jewelry?
I'm going to say yes, but I don't know off the top of my head. But I have faith in Ru, that Ru has.
I think Ru is ever...
So this week we are joined by Michelle Visage, looking lovely.
I love that rose gold on her.
Don't it look so good? Ross Matthews. And our extra special guest judge, Connie Britton. Now, normally we don't have extra special guest judges on the finale.
Right.
But I think since they BS the last episode, they're like, well, we still have Connie willing to come, so...
We'll just use her.
Bring her in, honey. And she was so good. She ended the season off great when it comes to special guest judges.
Look, Ross looks like a grandma from Palm Springs.
Well, that's where Ross lives. All right, so
it makes sense now.
So it's time for the Slay It Forward Variety Extravaganza. Overall, this was a really good talent show. I felt like all the queens really brought it. You saw it in this episode that they really won. I'm like, where was this all season? God, they were fighting. They're like, I want these 3 beautiful benefactress badges.
Yes.
My goodness.
And now.
Yeah, give me my beautiful benefactress badge, okay? Oh, But yes, up first we have Angeria performing an original song, Bark and Bark. I thought this was hilarious.
Now, when I heard the title, I was just like, oh, this is going to be some upbeat something, Park and Bark. Then she came out in this classic Billie Holiday Sings the Blues.
Yes.
Gown and was just two-stepping. And I call it the Park and Bark. Do-do-do-do-do. And I was like, and then when she ended with that microphone in hand and posed.
Oh, that pose was nasty.
I said, oh, she won.
This was really good, really good. I agree with your assessment. It was just so entertaining. And, I say this all the time. You don't need the splits and the dips and the boom shakalakas to be entertaining. And Angie
Right.
just showed that.
Yep.
She commanded the stage without having to, run and flip and dip. So up next, we have got Mick, who was performing an original song, but also was playing the guitar. I was like, okay, got Mick. And I'm like, okay. At first, I'm like, wait, is she really playing it? But I saw the cord was connected to the speaker. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Okay, we're playing the guitar.
We are playing the guitar.
We are playing the guitar, honey. She did a great job. I thought the song was
Yeah.
cute. I love that the background dancers painted their faces white. It
Yep.
was fun. What did you think of Got Mick?
I thought it was a good performance. Was I a little distracted by the fact that the background dancers had painted their faces white? Yes. But that was mostly because my thought process was they have to dance for other people. How fast are they going to get that makeup?
Listen, if they were smart, Got Mick was last. They might have aired it this way, but if they were smart, Got Mick was last. So,
Exactly.
yeah. So we could do your takes, and all right, y'all are good for today. Thank you.
But then I thought about it and I said, even if they weren't last, there's got to be like some cleanup, some setup.
Oh, yeah. I imagine there's a good, 30 minutes to an hour in between each performance.
So I'm pretty sure they just went and they washed their face and reapplied their moisturizers and foundations and 5-step processes and came back out because in the next bit they're glistening.
Speaking of the next bit, it's time for George's. Now, what did you think of George's performance?
Cute. This was really cute. I think this is really elevated for George's. To me, George's is like how Adore Delano used to be, but elevated.
For me, at the beginning, it was just okay at the beginning. I'm like, all right, okay, this is cute. You're dancing. All right, I'm bopping along. I will give you $1.
Last minute.
I'll give you $1. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm feeling the performance, but I had to get extra screenshots for her. Baby, this little swing, throw into the pose.
Look,
I would have threw all the money I would have had in my hand at that. I would have been like, take my money.
Ball game. You'd have thought I was watching. Wait a minute. All these God blessed fans I watch. Oh my God.
Baby, if I would have saw that in person, however much money would have been in my hand would have been thrown on the stage. Take it. Take it.
Back.
Take it all. Baby, that is how you do it.
Kennedy's.
Baby.
Like, whose fan is this? Kennedy's.
Like, she knew she did that too. She knew she did that. That's why.
I said, look, if Angie hadn't already won it, I'd have thought George's would have been like, ugh.
Listen, I see now why George's is rumored to be seen again around this time next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna say. Without, hopefully, people can put 2 and 2 together. But yeah, it's rumored that we might see George's sometime soon.
Okay.
So seeing this, and I'm like, okay, I want to see more.
I would ask her back too.
I want to see more. I want to see more. I do.
Mm-hmm. I just want to see her grow just a little bit more.
Up next is Plastic Tiara. This performance was amazing.
It was.
Baby, the lightsabers to the Katy Perry sparkling titties to the roasting marshmallows. Like, it had so much, and I was entertained. It was so good. So good. Yeah. What did you think of Miss Plastique?
Oh, this was amazing. It was excellent. I love the little sparkler titties. She was giving Barbarella all day.
Mm-hmm.
And then she ended with the little roasted marshmallow, and I was like, too bad it really didn't roast, because other than that, I'm looking at that marshmallow.
I wish it would have really roasted. That was the only thing. I'm like, oh, if it really would have roasted, that would have been everything.
Everything.
That would have been everything. Like, it was already everything. But it could have been everything. You know what I'm saying?
Everything. We love you, honey. You were so sweet.
Just amazing. Just amazing. Up next is Nina West. I thought this was really cute. I thought it was fun. It gave a good message. I love how she played had a nod to her iconic moving dress.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, I love the bits of her past and then seeing where she's going into the future, fighting for everyone's rights, making sure that drag is available for everybody. I just thought this was just a fun, uplifting. Like, I wish we would have started off the season with the talent show, because this would have been a good, hi, it's nice to see you again, Nina. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's the one thing about the last few seasons of All Stars. I wish the talent shows were at the beginning, because it makes more sense, especially with some of their songs. They're making references to their past, all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, let's start off the season with this. Like we used to.
I thought that was like how it used to be anyway.
From All Stars 2 to 6, it was the first challenge. But for 7, 8, and 9, it was the last challenge. But yeah, Nina, you did great. What did you think of Nina's performance?
It was cute. It was adorable. I liked it. Sent a great message. And, she was doing her little two-step. I was for it. It was good.
It was. Okay, hiccup. All right. Up next is Roxy Andrews, giving us a little burlesque. What did you think of her performance here?
You know what? This was actually pretty good. I love a lot of fan play. She was giving me all the fans. I kind of wish it was it wasn't as good as the first one.
I think it's because there was a lip sync element of it too. Because last time she just danced.
Right.
And again, I love the burlesque being a nod to what she did on All Stars 2.
Exactly. And then, she sat there and, pulled off this big heavy coat and went to
I wanted to get more screenshots, but I wasn't sure if YouTube would have liked the other screenshots I was going to get. So I'm like, we're just going to stick with this.
Right? It's like, do-do-do-do-do-do. And look, the work was working.
It was working, honey. She did such a great job here. It was good. It was good to see her again. Good to see the burlesque again. Up next is Chanel, and she was juggling. When I tell you, she ate this up. When I tell you, out of all the talents in the talent show, this is an actual talent.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, dancing is a talent. But we see that a lot on Drag Race. We don't see a lot of bitches come on here and juggle.
No.
To my knowledge, she's the only one, because she juggled on season 1. So, I believe she's the only one we've seen juggling up on this show. And I was fully entertained. And to end with her holding this little wired box up by her mouth?
By her chin.
Like, my God. But watching this, I'm like, this is Vegas.
This is definitely Vegas.
This is Vegas. This is what she does. This is what people come to see.
Yep.
This was one of my favorites. I'm actually shocked this wasn't the other top 2 of the week. But, what did you think?
Oh, I liked it. It was very entertaining, and I was mesmerized, even though I was like, I got full faith that she knows how to handle those knives. I was still like, ooh, please don't drop them.
Yeah.
Please don't drop them.
My heart, my anxiety, I'm like, ooh. Like you said, I had full faith, but at the same time, I'm like, don't cut your hand, don't cut your hand. Even watching it back, I was like,
now how many of your fingers have you accidentally almost cut off playing with them knives? Oops, I caught it by the hilt, not by the thing. Ouch.
Ouch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Chanel did amazing. And last but definitely not least, we had Miss Vanjie dedicating the song to our own Michelle Visage, to the leotard. I thought she did an amazing job. I thought she did a really good job. The song was funny. Out of anybody who danced tonight, I think her dance was the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was fully captivated. I love the little patty cake moment they did within the circle. I was like, oh, this is so cute. And then the jump off for them to catch her. I love the, Plastique got lifted up too. I almost took a screenshot of that, but I love catch me. Woo! I thought this was a great job from Vanjie. What did you think?
Like, I can imagine you doing something like that in drag. You just falling off the stage.
Now I'm gonna need like 10 people because y'all not finna drop me. So we gonna make sure everybody's safe. So let's get about 10 dancers, strong ones, muscle, because there's a lot of this. There's a lot of this here, okay? I want to make sure everyone is as safe as possible. Give us a good 10 of them, okay? Be ready, because I'm coming. Woo!
Ruth said she wanted you to do drag.
Ruth didn't say that. RuPaul didn't say that. Several queens said it, but not RuPaul.
Yes, this was great, entertaining. I knew it was gonna be good just watching her come up with the choreography in the last episode.
Yeah, I agree. The choreography, watching the little run throughs, I'm like, oh yeah, I think this is gonna be good. I didn't think it was gonna be top 2 good, but it was good.
It was good.
So now it's time for the final runway of the season. And of course, it's the grand finale, Extravaganza, Eleganza, yes, Mama the House Down, Boots, God.
Everything.
All that. Up first, we have Angeria Paris Van Michaels. What did you think of your look? Her look, and what's your score?
Oh, I love this. And I said, oh, look, she was thinking about us. She got both our favorite colors on it. I was like, okay, yes, this is, it is gorgeous, beautiful, amazing. I give this an A++.
Okay, come on, A++. I thought this was cute as well. The color combination didn't really work for me. The orange into the blue, the light blue, the baby blue, into the darker blue. I'm like, wait, that don't really work well. But the garment itself is beautiful. Those feathers are everything. I give this an A-, just for the color combination. But the actual structure of it all, the wig, the makeup, great. Up next is Gottmik, and I thought this was fantastic. Classic Gottmik, the BDSM elements, the white face, like this was good for me. I give it an A. What did you think?
I loved it, and I agree. Very typical, Gottmik, very BDSM. I think what did it the most for me is the ruffle train and that big
train is everything. Yes,
that big headpiece that's just attached on one point at the top of the wig. I was like, okay, I see you. So I give this an A+.
Awesome. So up next we have Georges with her nod to Selena. As soon as she came out, I'm like, I knew this was a Selena nod.
Exactly.
Baby,
she
being from Texas.
Selena.
Listen, being from Texas, and you've been in Texas long enough, you know us Texans, we love Selena, okay? We love Selena. So as soon as she walked out, I'm like, anything for Selena. Anything for Selena's, yes.
Anything for Selena.
My thing is, I wish this was one garment and not 2. Like 2 pieces. I wish it was just one piece. Yeah, I wish it was one piece. And I wish... No, other than that. Yeah, I wish it was one piece. A-.
It is 2 pieces. It's very George's as 2 pieces. I think if it had been one piece, it would have been giving copycat. Honestly, even though Selena never wore anything specifically like that, I think it would have been giving copycat to me. I like it as a 2-piece. I give it an A.
All right. Moving on down the road to fucking Plastic Tiara. What did you think of this?
I think she cheats a little bit because it's cheaper to get your garments produced in like Japan because the yen is like worth a little bit less.
Listen, even if she did that, rumor has it she spent $250,000 on her runway package. And I have to say,
And it
money
was
well
worth it,
spent. Money well spent,
and it
honey.
shows.
Damn. Because if I had that
You
type of
know,
coin, I would do it too. I'll be like, okay.
look, and at DragCon, her handlers was trying to get it back because they swindled me out of $50. Talking about you can get whatever you want. There's no minimum to take the picture. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get these little $15 nails. I'll do that. And oh no, honey, get more. Buy 3, you'll get 3 for $50. What the? No, I'm good. I just want the one. No. Get 3 now. Get 3. You take the other 2. Give them away as gift.
Listen, they just did their jobs. That's what I'm hearing.
I know. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm just like, fudge. I could have saw somebody else with the other $45.
So what is your score for this look?
What you think it is? An A.
This is an A for me as well. I thought this was amazing. Up next is Nina freaking West. I thought this was stunning. She came out in this. I'm like, okay, Nina, I see you. That blue looks good on her. I really enjoy the wig. You know, I think this is only the second time ever, but I'm going to give her an A.
This was not my favorite look. Mostly because of the skirt part. Like the top from like the waist up, I'm like, yes. That tulle at the bottom.
That's what bumped it down to an A for me. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It cheapens it so much, and so for that, it's like a B. It's a B for me. I'm sorry.
Up next is Roxy Andrews. What did you think of Roxy?
Oh, this was gorgeous. I was wondering where that crown was going to come in at because she pulled it out in the filler episode. And I was like, what's that for?
I thought it was for her talent at first. And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't see it. Maybe it was just something she changed her mind on.
And I was like, what was that for? Oh, no.
Oh, no, there it is. Never mind. Never mind.
No, she was like, no, I'm coming to give you queen.
Yeah.
I'm coming to give you goddess. I am coming to give you, for all our D&D players, I'm coming to give you change bringer vibes. Like, yes, I love this, and I give it an A.
I also give it an A. I just love this from head to toe. The glisten, honey. She's glistening down this stage. That headpiece, the gown. I love the tinsel that's coming off the sleeve. Like, it all works for me in every way. So I agree with the A. Up next is Mother Chanel. When I tell you I love this, this is probably one of my favorite garments this whole season. Like, this was just, and it's the dog. At first she came out with that dog, I'm like, girl, what is this? But as she was going, I'm like, you know what? I fucks with that dog. I fucks with this outfit. For me, this is an A+++++ to the moon ++. Now, what did you think of Miss Chanel? And as you can see, she got 2 screenshots.
Look, flabbergasted. She's giving 1920s cigarette advertisement vibes. The fact that she soldered that outfit together I can only imagine how heavy that is, how painful it must be to walk in, because that is freaking metal. And she is, and then, like, what really got me was the skin underneath and how smooth.
I loved
And
it.
I'm just like, how? How are you that smooth? How is your skin not red?
She's a professional, honey. She's been trying to tell you. Oh.
And then to meet her in person, she is a queen.
She was one of my favorites to meet. Definitely top 5 favorites to meet.
Yes. Again, this year didn't get to meet as many queens as you did, but that was because my silly self, my stingy self decided I wasn't going to stand in that I was going to stand in lines for hours on end to get free pics with queens. The shortest free line I ever got was with Mo Hart.
Listen, the longest line I stood in the whole time was the free line for Heidi. And I want to say I was probably in that line almost an hour, if not a little bit longer. After that line, I was done for the day. I'm like, there's a few more I could possibly squeeze in before JerryCon's over.
Right.
But after that, that's when I found you. I'm like, I'm done.
Well, look, I think after Plastique, I think Plastique was the last queen I saw. And I was just like, okay, my back hurts, my knees hurt, my feet hurt. I'm sitting. And then I'm hungry on top of that.
Yeah, initially Heidi was supposed to be my last one, but I ended up seeing Turing before we left.
Yeah, we saw Turing.
Yeah, so I went to go see Turing. Love seeing her again.
Yes.
But yeah, I was so over it. I was so over it. I'm like, can we go? Can we leave?
What was funny?
I don't even want to stay for the Wowie Awards because I initially wanted to stay for that. I was like, no, let's go.
Right? No, what I think the funniest thing to me was Turing recognized me, and there was another queen that recognized you but didn't recognize me, and Turing recognized me but didn't recognize you.
But yes, overall, Chanel was one of my favorites. Oh, I was finna move on. What's your score, darling?
Oh, what you mean? What is my score? What could my score possibly be? Besides, like, A+ infinity. Like, what?
And then up next,
I forgot about this, and I don't know how I forgot about this, because I know the inevitable question is coming. Just telling you now, this is my favorite.
If you can't tell, it's fine. So, last but definitely not least, we have Vanjie. What did you think of Vanjie's finale look?
This is typical Vanjie. I would hope that she would go a little bit more glamour, but then it wouldn't be Vanjie. And Vanjie has given us moments of glamour this season, and I appreciate that. So for her to turn around and just be like, this is me unapologetically, I'm like, okay. And I really think that the majority of people really thought somehow she was going to pull from behind and win this thing, because her line at DragCon was ridiculous.
Oh, honestly, if you go back and look at just the top 3, Angie, Roxy, and Vanjie, their lines were...
I got lucky that I got in with Angie the first day within the first 30 minutes of us being there.
Mm-hmm.
Real lucky, because I got in and just, you went somewhere and I was like, I'm gonna find a queen, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stand in Angie's line. I should have stood in Vanjie's line, and I would have stood in Vanjie's line day 2. Unfortunately, Vanjie was at almost 2 hours late from her opening time. And I was like, I am not about to sit in this line and wait and they're not there, and miss out on seeing a bunch of queens that are here. So I opted to see the queens that were here. So Vanjie, you owe me a picture.
But what is your score, darling?
Um, this is a B minus.
Now, for me, I agree with your assessment. This is very much Vanjie. I feel like she still could have been Vanjie and gave it more grand finale. This doesn't give grand finale. You know what look would have been great here? The bitch better have my money look she did.
That's what I'm saying. I was. Like,
I think
she's
that
giving us some
would have been
glamour.
Vanjie with glamour, you know, finale. I think this
Right.
look could have worked for that runway. I can't remember what that runway was off the top of my head right now. But yeah, I wish she would have switched those, because I think that would have been more of a finale moment. Still being Vanjie, giving, you know, the hood, it's still giving some glamour. But this is still great. I give it an A minus. I still like it. Yeah, I love Vanjie. Like, this season just cemented my love for Vanjie even more than I already had.
Look, I've been a Vanjie fan since Miss Vanjie.
Same.
Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie.
So we both and we have all the queens lined up here. Let's just say it for the people. Who was your favorite? I know you already said it, but just go ahead and tell them again.
So what you mean to say is, who is your favorite and why is it Chanel?
I have to agree. Like, we've already talked about how much we love this look. Chanel for the win for both of us. And with Chanel getting those extra votes, we officially have our look queen of the season. You know, I've been keeping it up with it. So the look queen, the LaCresha and Desmond look queen for All-Star Season 9 is Chanel.
Bet.
Yes.
You would have thought it was Plastique because she had such a freaking excellent
Now,
package.
Plastique is close behind. But you want to know who's like second place for this season?
Ooh.
Vanjie. And then Plastique is right behind Vanjie.
But you know what? I love the elevation. I have loved Vanjie's evolution.
Yes. Like, when I tell you the queens brought the looks this season, okay?
Look, I'm going to spend the money. Yeah, it's for charity, but I'm going to spend that money because I know that the jobs I get afterwards are going to make up for it later.
Yes, so like, Chanel, the queen of the looks for this season, it is what it is. So RuPaul announces that after the critiques, we find out that the winners of the 3 Beautiful Benefactress badges are Angeria and Vanjie. Do you agree with these two getting the 3 Beautiful Benefactress badges?
Their routines turned it out, man.
I agree, but if I was judging, I would have done Angie and Chanel. Like, I want to give Chanel props for that juggling. But I was thinking that because, you know, Chanel got 3 badges. If she would have got those 3 extra badges, that would have gave her 6. With Angie, who already got 6, and Roxy, so Chanel would have made top 3 if she would have got this win.
Right.
Do you know how wild that would have been if Chanel would have made top 3 after the first, 8 episodes not having a win? And then right at the end, just, pew! Oh, here I am. Top 3.
Yes.
Top 3, hi. Oh, let's do her pose. You know, she loves doing that pose there. But yeah, Vanjie did great, so I'm not like screaming, it's out! But, you know, if I was RuPaul, I would have put Chanel in that spot. So they got 3 Beautiful Benefactress badges. And afterwards, we find out that the total badges are Gottmik and Nina with 2, Chanel with 3, Georges and Plastique with 4, Roxy and Vanjie with 5, and Angeria with 6. Yes. So, it is now time for RuPaul to announce the winner of the Double Diamond, Nina West, which takes her 2 badges to 4 badges. But unfortunately, her having 4 badges does not put her in the top 3. Because our top three queens for season 9 are Angeria Paris Van Michaels, Roxy Andrews, and Vanessa Vanjie.
Mateo.
Here's our top three. Not gonna lie, not the top three I saw coming into the season. Well, two of them are. I love Vanjie, but I didn't expect her to do as well as she did. I'm not even going to hold you.
Angie or Vanjie?
Vanjie. I didn't expect Vanjie to be in this top three. But baby, she came through and turned it out.
Deservedly so.
Deservedly so. So, for the final lip sync for the crown, they are lip syncing individually. You know how I hate that. Oh, I'm like, if you don't just put them all three on that stage. To Rhythm Nation by Janet Jackson. Baby, they got coins this season. This is the second Janet Jackson song. And I know Janet ain't cheap. Okay?
Nope.
I know Janet ain't cheap. So what did we think of this lip sync for the crown?
I really wish we'd have been able to see them all together.
I did appreciate the times where they had all three of them up together. I wish we would have got more of that.
Yeah, because, like, you can't really assess an individual performance one from another. Because, yeah, you're showing the best parts of this person's performance and the best parts of this person's performance.
And honestly, I don't think they showed the best part of Roxy's, because I was kind of like, okay, Roxy. Okay, Roxy.
Right.
And we know Roxy can deliver, so I feel, knowing how it ended, I'm like, I wonder if we got a Monet Exchange situation here where they cut out the best parts. And we just got the little.
Right. Because I was like, I know she didn't just, stay in one spot and boogie.
Now, I have to say something.
Bark.
I thought Vanjie did the best in this lip sync. From what they showed us, I thought Vanjie did the best. And I'm like, okay, all right, Vanjie. See, I even got a shot of the shoulders. So after the lip sync, Kylie Sonique Love, our All-Star 6 winner, comes out looking stunning. What did you think of Kylie's look, and give her a quick score?
Good. I thought it was cute and funny. She came out. She said, "New titties. Be careful."
Hold on. I love when she just threw off her. Oh, that was heavy.
I said, "Ooh!" I said, "The work is working, honey."
Like, she looks so beautiful.
The work is working. She
we weren't the biggest. I loved Kylie on All-Star 6, but we weren't the biggest fans of her winning All-Star 6.
That part.
Now, it's grown on us because, it was we were hardcore Team Raja. Like, it was nothing against Kylie. We were just so hardcore Team Raja. When she didn't win, we were like, oh, okay. Like, if you go back, that was back when we used to include our reactions to the winners. You see me, I was like, oh, okay. Like, good for Kylie. Like, I wasn't mad. It was just like, Raja.
I think the one that's up there is just yours because I refuse to send me mine.
No, yours is on there.
Oh.
Yours is on there. But yeah,
okay.
I thought this was great. She gets an A for me. Oh yeah, what is your score? I was finna jump ahead.
She gets an A. She just went to her doctor and said, "I want to look like Christina Aguilera."
She looks
from
stunning.
Sugar Daddy.
She looks stunning, honey. So, RuPaul announces that the winner of All-Star Season 9 is Angeria Paris Van Michaels. You're a champion, greatest of them all, you're a champion. Did you agree with Angie winning?
Yeah. When I found out Friday.
Yeah. I agree with Angie winning. I just thought Roxy was going to take it. Yeah, going in now, watching this episode, it was a very Angie-centric episode. So I get it. I see what y'all were doing there. Y'all letting us know, hey, winner. But if you look at
Right.
this season, it was really either Angie or Roxy. Like,
And it was so funny that they kept going back and forth
and
and back and
and
forth
they had the
and back
story
and
of
forth.
going back and forth, back and forth. They were both killing the challenges. I thought that Roxy was going to take it. So when she said Angie, I was actually shocked. I was like, oh, Angie won. Okay. And, you know, just to think about it, she was snipped the most this season.
Mm-hmm.
She really had to fight for her spot, even in this finale, because she only had 3 stars. I'm sorry, 3 badges. This is not All-Star 7.
I know what you meant.
She only had 3 badges, and she just came in and showed this episode why she is the winner of All Stars 9. So I'm not upset with it. I'm not upset at all. So great job, Miss Angie. Welcome to the winner's circle.
I mean, I would have been happy with either one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
Honestly, if Ru wanted to pull the badge and say Vanjie, I would have been gagged, but I still would have been happy.
Exactly.
Now that would have had me on the floor if she would have said Miss Vanjie. I'm like, Miss who?
Miss who?
Oh Lord!
Vanjie.
The way I would have been hollering in my bedroom, because I was already hollering for Angie. If she would have said Miss Vanjie, I would have been like, oh bitch, oh bitch. And those people who are sending Angie hate online, stop that. Stop it.
Damn.
Please stop it. Please. We get it. Y'all love Roxy. I did too. I was Team Roxy as well. But Angie also deserves that crown. I'm not going to sit here and act like she didn't. And at the end of the day, it was RuPaul's decision. You're acting like Angie was the one who went and said, oh yeah, I'm just going to crown myself. RuPaul decided to crown Angie. Send that hate. Don't send RuPaul no hate. But your hate is misguided.
Or you get us banned from drag queen.
Yeah, your hate is misguided.
Yes.
It's not Angie's fault. Y'all cut that shit out. I saw some of that under the post on Twitter where the RuPaul Drag Race announced the winner.
Mm.
It was ugly, and they were trying to hide it. The person in charge of the social media, you could see they were hiding a lot of them. But it's ridiculous, the racism. Because that's what a lot of it was stemming from, racism. Let her have her moment.
Go somewhere.
She did a great job this season. She deserved her crown.
She definitely did.
My only thing is
the first time.
Yeah, my only thing is looking at Angie and looking at Roxy. I think if Roxy would have won, I think they could have convinced Angie to come back and compete again. Like in a year or two down the line, they'd be like, "Hey, you want to do a UK a Canada global?" You know, they could possibly get her back.
One of those.
I don't think they're going to be able to get Roxy back ever again. I think this is it.
Right.
I think Roxy's like, doop. So part of me was like, yeah, just give Roxy the crown so we can have Angie come back and win. Kind of like what they did with Raja. Come back a couple years later, win the crown.
Right.
But yeah.
She came back next season. Do Canada.
Do UK, Canada. You never know. We might have a Philippines versus the world by then. Come on down to the Philippines.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the screenshots for season 3 of the Philippines?
Oh yeah, they've already dropped the trailer for it. It looks like it's gonna be a really good season. Really good season. But yes, that is a wrap. All Stars 9 is in the book.
My global All Stars pin has absconded somewhere.
Yes, Global All Stars start August, I think 16th or 19th, whichever one's. It's a Friday, so it's whichever one of those is a Friday. We are Team Queen Kong in this household. Also Team Melissa, but Team Queen Kong, Team Melissa.
Yeah, that part.
Man, those are the two we're rooting for. But yes, we enjoyed this season. Better than All Stars 8. Like I said, better than All Stars 8. And hopefully we don't do another non-elimination season. Please, no more. No more. Okay? No more, baby. I'ma do right. No more. So, Krisha, where can they find you on the medias that are social?
You can find me at Krisha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, Pocket Full of Bud Mama. But If I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all soon. Bye.